Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chalavec Movies. My name is John and this video is going to be my entry to the channel Movie Worms competition. Now Jordan set this competition because he reached the landmark milestone of 1,000 subscribers, which to be honest I'm not surprised that he's hit that landmark because his channel is absolutely amazing. Now if you haven't subscribed to Movie Worm, I urge you to get over there. I would imagine most people know about Movie Worm by now, but in the slim chance you haven't, please get over to this channel. I will leave this link down below. Now, as you can see, Jordan has set this competition off because he reached its 1,000 subscribers. But if you can look at this subscriber list now, it is 1.18 thousand. So this will show you how fast this channel is growing. There's a few channels on here that are just going really fast, which is absolutely brilliant. So I've been a fan of Jordan's channel for a long time now, probably from the first time I started my channel. I first met Movie Worms' channel. And his channel was always growing fast, and it's just going to keep on growing fast because Jordan puts out really good content. He's got really mixed content, and his stuff is always very watchable, very informative. And recently Jordan has been doing some videos that have been reaction videos to the TV series Line of Duty. Now I don't personally watch that series, but my wife is a massive fan of it. I know there's loads of people out there that really love that that series, and these videos have really took off for Jordan. He's got massive amount of views in it, quite well deserved, and I think that this has helped his channel immensely. But he didn't really need any help because he was always growing. He was never stumbling at all. So I've been a big fan of Jordan's channel since I started my channel, and Jordan has given me some great shout outs in the past. He has really helped my channel to grow. In my early days of setting off here, when I didn't really have a clue, Jordan would give me some loads of advice, loads of tips. I've had collaborations with Jordan. He's actually been kind enough to ask me to give him some music for his introduction on his videos, so I was really pleased to do that. And I'm just really grateful for him for asking me to do that for him, which I thought was a brilliant thing. And I'm very grateful for his continued support of my channel. So as well as reaching this landmark figure, Jordan and his fiancée Sam are going to be expecting the birth of their first baby this year. So that's absolutely brilliant. So he's got everything to look forward to. And like I say, get over to his channel. He's a great guy. And you'll have a great time with his channel, like all of us are doing. Okay, Jordan has asked a question for this competition, and the question is, what is your favourite franchise and what is the favourite film in that franchise? Now, as you can see, spoiler alert, my favourite franchise is Halloween. No, it's not. It's Friday the 13th. Now, I'm a massive fan of Friday the 13th. I have been since I can remember, since I started going to the cinema by myself with my friends. So yes, Friday the 13th, I have just great fond memories of this film, this franchise. I went to the cinema to see quite a lot of these films. I think right up until about Friday the 13th part 4 was so in the cinema, and after that we got them on VHS, because when you went to the video shop you would just go crazy and get everything in there you could. You used to sort of forget about cinemas at that point because it was such a new thing to be able to go and watch a film 2 and 3 times a night if you wanted to. It was just a sort of revelation then, and I think the cinema died off. But looking back on it, I should have went to the cinema more to see these pictures, but he didn't think about that back in the day. He just thought about getting it on VHS. So my favourite film in this franchise is Friday the 13th Part 3, and I'll tell you why. So Friday the 13th Part 3 for me just has loads and loads of nostalgic memories. We went to the cinema to see this, and I was so lucky to see it in 3D. A lot of people who think about these franchises now would jump at the chance of seeing this at 3D, and I remember the 3D to be absolutely brilliant. I have a lot of memories that we were sitting in the cinema, and when it started off and the credits came out and they literally came right up to your nose, it was just unreal. And some of the special effects came out that far on the screen that you thought they were actually going to hit you or go past you. The fellow, when he was putting his clothes prop out at the start, and he puts the clothes prop right to the camera, it literally goes past you. And it was just such a great experience to have the 3D experience of Friday the 13th Part 3. I mean, looking back on it now, it wasn't the best film, but I just had the best experience with Friday the 13th Part 3. It was such a good cinematic experience as well. All my friends were going crazy over this this sort of newfangled 3D that would stumble upon. Everything in 1983 seemed to be in 3D. And obviously every third part of a franchise seemed to be in 3D as well. So this film had quite a lot of gore in it, although it was trimmed a lot on VHS, but it's now been put back into the film to a certain extent. And it had some really good gags for the deaths in Friday the 13th Part 3, with it being a 3D. They sort of used that effect in most of the death scenes, which was absolutely brilliant. Now in this book, it does say, just down here, it said, there were people in this theatre ducking, and I can honestly say we were. It's not an exaggeration. I mean, obviously we were young, we were impressionable, but we thought that this effects of these, everything coming out of the screen was brilliant. We did see quite a lot of 3D films in that sort of era, and this by far was the best. All right, it looks a little bit cheesy in 2D, but every time I watch it, I do have the experience of when I went to the cinema to see this film. Here is the Scream Factory's recent release, which is absolutely brilliant. So I have watched this film in 3D with the little cardboard specs that you get with the Blu-rays, but it's not the same. I've got to admit, the 3D is a little bit blurry for me. I don't know if it's because I would need glasses on with me glasses, but never mind. But when I watched this, I do feel sort of transported back to 1983 and sitting in the cinema with my friends, just having a ball watching this film. I'm sure we saw it twice actually, but I can definitely remember seeing it once. I remember exactly where I sat in the cinema as well. I was sitting, if you're interested, I wasn't in the centre. I was a little bit to the right and halfway up. There you go. And the cinema was packed as well, full of young kids just going crazy and nuts and screaming and shouting, which is what it's all about really. Like I say, this is my favourite franchise, Friday the 13th, and my favourite film, Friday the 13th Part 3. So thanks once again to Jordan for setting this competition away. I must admit I'm a big fan of his competitions. They are so much fun, and I would love to see Jordan having this competition by pulling everyone's name out the hat. I don't care if it took an hour. I think these videos are very, very watchable, and I think that it adds a certain massive amount of drama to these things. That's just my personal opinion anyway. You're quite welcome to do whatever you want, Jordan. It's your competition. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Had a good time doing this, and don't forget to subscribe to Movie Worm, and I will see you on the next video. You take care. Cheers.